Hi guys, it's Dory. I'm back on my YouTube channel where I chronicle all my life and weight loss journey. Welcome back to everybody who has been returning, and to those who are new, I hope that you like and subscribe. I'm definitely always looking for subscribers to get myself out there to help others. So let me introduce you to myself. I am Dory. I am 47 years old, 5'4" tall. And on September 12th of 2016, I had gastric sleeve weight loss surgery performed by Dr. Darren Tischler in Hartford, Connecticut at Hartford Hospital. My highest recorded weight ever was 350 pounds, and that was probably between 2012, 2014-ish. My surgery weight was 300.5, and I reached my goal of 160, and I have revised my goal down to 150. For you guys returning, you will know that Shadow, my cat, loves when I'm home when nobody else is and will accompany me in videos. So here she is. But anyway, so my lowest weight was 156, and I am fluctuating now between 156 to 159. I have a diet bet and a step bet that I am doing with some people from the weight loss surgery community, and there's also other people I don't know who I'm sure have joined. The step bet is up to almost $1,000, and basically everybody pays to be in the step bet. You have to get a certain amount of steps 6 days a week. You have 1 day of rest, and if you do that, depending on how many people are in and complete it, you split that money. And if there's 10 people in and 5 of them get disqualified, you only have to split with the other 5. So I have that step bet going on, and then I also have a diet bet, which is Jess from Watch Kitty Shrink, her diet bet, and basically it's to lose 4% of your body weight. Both of these run for 4 weeks. So the diet bet weight the other day starting was 160.1 exactly, and I have to get down to 153.7 in order to be to qualify to get some of the money, at least get my 20 bucks back. But the step bet, everyone has to have some kind of a fitness tracker, Fitbit, Apple Watch, whatever it is, and they can tell how many steps you normally get, and so they set it where you have to get a certain amount. 2 out of the 6 days you have to get like a huge amount more than you normally would, and then 4 days out of the 6 you have to get just a little bit more than you normally would. So my I normally get 10,000 a day. I have to get for this challenge almost 11,000 4 times a week, and 13,000 something, almost 14,000 twice a week. So yesterday and today I've gotten over 13,000. So yesterday I got 15,000, and then today it's only 11:30 or something, and I've gotten almost 12,000. So let me tell you, I have some stuff to fill you guys in on, and I don't want to go too fast to kind of forget some stuff. So yeah, let's get back to my stats. So yes, so I'm trying to get down. My new weight goal is between 145 and 150. Of course, I go backwards, so I want to see 150, achieve that first. I'm not too far away from that, maybe 6 to 10 pounds before I will achieve that. But I think my maintenance goal range is 145 to 150. We'll see how that goes. I'm feeling like I change it up very often, depending on how I feel in my own body. These are weights that I've never saw as an adult, and so it's going to take me a little while to see whether or not I like it. The outfit I'm wearing today, I put on this morning. I took a shower and put this on because I thought it would be a good outfit to go walking in, and I'll tell you about the walking in a sec, but I actually am doing this because I want to actually see myself what I look like, because I bought these from Stitch Fix. I know I'm wicked far away. So I bought these from Stitch Fix like a year ago, and I was about 30 pounds heavier than I am now. And I remember they were skin tight, and now they're really, really loose. They're not supposed to be loose because they're workout pants. They're supposed to be, you know, really tight, but I'm comfortable in them, and that's what I use to walk today. So let me let you guys know how I am getting in my steps. So as you guys know, you saw my very emotional video about my friend James, him passing away, and just everything that he meant to me and everything. So yesterday, his wife is here. They had his memorial. She's going to be going back to Texas. Yeah, it's going to be her first time going back to their home after his passing. She's going to have people with her, so she's okay. But anyways, we wanted to spend some time together. So yesterday we decided to spend some time together. And the funny thing is that she said to me, do you want to have coffee at the mall? And so I said, sure, you know, I'll have coffee at the mall. And so yesterday morning, because the step bet started yesterday morning, I knew, like, I'd rather get all my steps in extremely early, as soon as possible, and then the rest of the day are just bonus. And so I was running around my kitchen table yesterday, my dining room table, and my husband's like, what are you doing? And I said, I have to get my steps in because I'm going to meet Carol for coffee. So that's a couple hours I'm not going to be moving. Well, little did I know that Carol is what's called a mall walker. I didn't know, but when her and James would come here to visit, and they'd come here, I mean, it was kind of like they were kind of snowbirds, you know, 6 months here, 6 months in Texas. But they both had businesses here. James was he owned an architect business. He was an architect for many, many years, and she's like a top realtor. But in any event, when they would come here, I guess every other day, they would come and power walk the mall. We have a very, very humongous mall here. Nothing like the Mall of America, which I've been to, but maybe, I don't know, a quarter of that size, which still is huge. But I guess when you go the perimeter of the top floor, you know, all around it, wall to wall, and you hug the wall, when you go around once, it's a mile. So she did between like 4 or 5 miles a day. And so yesterday when we went, that's what we did. We actually power walked for about, I don't know, 45 minutes. But I'll tell you that I sweat a ton, which was great. I got all my steps in, which was even better. And then we met people along the way that her and James had been friends with, that had met as they were walking. And so we had coffee with 2 of them after we got our steps in and everything. So it was great. It was a good 2.5 hours that we were there. So I decided that I'm going to do this mall walking every day. Now I have a membership to Planet Fitness. I've had it forever. I pay $22.06 a month, always. So I can go to Planet Fitness, which they did open one at the mall. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because it's new scenery or what, but the time flies by walking in the mall. Now it's before any of the stores are open. I get there about 8:45 in the morning. And in 1 hour, I do all of my like 11,000 steps in 1 hour. So today I went, and I had made plans with Erica from Time to Shrink that we would just talk every time I'm at the mall or when she wants to talk or whatever, and we would walk together. And so that was amazing. So that was just so good today to talk to her. We spoke for 1 hour, and during that 1 hour, I got all of my steps in. I got everything I needed as far as getting a jump on my step bet. And that was from 9 to 10, like, and that's it. And it's all done. Like, I'm so thrilled. I can't even be more thrilled. So, I'm home now. It was great talking to Erica. This is definitely a friendship that I feel like God sent me. I feel like she is amazing. I sent her a gift not too long ago, and it was like a mantle type thing and a mug, or I don't don't even know if it's a Tumblr or something, that just talked about friendships. And I just adore her. And so I think we have a lot in common, and we just talk, and we like to talk. And I think it's good for both of us just to forge that relationship, because one day I hope to move to South Carolina. So I'm definitely going to be making a trip this summer down south, and so that is one of the places I'll stop. So anyhow, so the mall walking is phenomenal for me. I feel like I get everything that oh, I can't think of the word. Desires keep popping in my head, but it's not. Goals. All my goals. Goals. That's the word, Dory. Goals. All my goals that I set with the steps and how I feel and burning the calories and all that. My body hurting, my legs are burning on fire, is achieved during this literally 1 hour. And so I'm thrilled. So this is going to be my go-to. So I do have many friends from our church who are, you know, we have about 250 to 300 members in our church. And we're all extremely close. It's just the type of church we have. It's affiliated with International Churches of Christ. Ours is called the Pioneer Valley Church of Christ. And so we are in each other's lives. Like, it's not like some churches. I grew up in Catholic church. You basically see each other on Sunday. You may see each other at a spaghetti dinner or something. Some function, but you're not in each other's lives. You don't know what sins each other has. You don't know what siblings and what, you know, who's married to who and who has these children and you know, whatever, highs and lows of a life. But here at our church, we have that. We're extremely close. That's why James and Carol, James passing away, has rocked our world. But anyways, so I love it. I meet new people. Yesterday, a couple that Carol and James had met while they were power walking 5 years ago were there again. And so we had coffee with them, and it was great to see them. And I met them for the first time. They were at James's memorial service, but I didn't realize who they were. And so I kind of re-met them yesterday, and it was great because I got to share with them about my weight loss journey. I got to share some before and after pictures, and the husband, he is, I don't know, 80 something years old, and he looks like he's 40, and he does 20 miles of walking a day. He does a couple hours in the morning at the mall, and then he goes to Planet Fitness at the mall, and then later on returns to the mall in the evening and walks, and it just gets him out. And he said that it's really good because he meets a ton of people, and he's just really personable, and so that's great. And his wife was wonderful. But the guy has a brother. His name's Dave, and I told him that I would pray for Dave because Dave is extremely obese, and he can really not even walk now. And so they wanted to share with him my story and the surgery. But of course, as we know in this community, even us, I mean, kind of like, what would have worked for you guys? If somebody told you X, Y, and Z, would that have prompted weight loss surgery? Or was it just that you were ready? You know, things like that. And so I shared my journey, and I told them that I'm always open to the brother calling me. If he ever wants to see me in person or call me, that would be fine. And I gave them my number. But on the other hand, they're afraid to approach him because he's kind of like, you know, this is just my lot in life, and I'm just going to live it like this. And so they don't want to kind of, you know, ruffle feathers, and I can understand that as well. So, but it was great meeting with them and just spending the extra time with Carol before she goes back to Texas. She's probably going to move back here 6 months out of the year, maybe in the summer, and then go back in the cooler temps to Texas. But I love them tons, and it's going to be a long ordeal for her as she mourns the loss of her husband. But it was great to get more details about his death and about the things that she needs and the things that she wants, and just to be able to be a friend for her. That's kind of my job right now. And so it was really good to hang out with her. And then I got the bonus of the steps and the bonus of now I'm going to go back to this mall. And so it's kind of like James gave us so many great things to hold on to. Like, I'm going to totally do this mall, and she's going to be there tomorrow too. And so she's flying back to Texas on the 16th. And so She had yesterday, today, tomorrow, she'll be at the mall. And so it's just really a great community, just a great, you know, mall walkers. You know, I think of elderly people, and now I'm one of them. Not elderly, but I'm a mall walker. So anyway, so that's my little story about how I'm getting my steps in. The diet bet, you know, getting the, you know, getting my weight down. I got to get down to 153.7, but I have 4 weeks to do it. And I think that, so yesterday I was 156 and today I'm 159. So it was a 3-pound gain, but I ate minimal yesterday. So I think it's my body. From Sunday, I got a bunch of steps in. Then I lifted some weights Sunday evening. And then Monday I did the power walking again today. So I think that is just my body fluctuating because I don't think I ate enough yesterday to kind of sustain the 15,000 steps. And, you know, according to my Fitbit, I am getting, you know, an hour and a half of physical activity, even more. And whereas before I was getting 0 physical activity because just regular walking around the house and doing regular chores, unless I'm doing a vacuum or lifting or laundry and all that, it doesn't really register. And so this has been phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to the next, you know, 3.5 weeks of getting my steps in. I hope I win. I hope I win a boatload of money. And I hope, not that I want anybody else to fail, but I hope tons of people get disqualified. No offense, but I want the money. Come to me, mama. Anyway, so yeah, so that's my physical activity, my walking, the diet bet. I did just leave, after I left the mall. I got off the phone with Erica. I went to a pet store, got some treats and stuff, some really cute things for my grand pups, my daughter's 2 dogs. And so I let them out, played with them for a little while, and then left. And then I stopped at Starbucks, got myself a Frappuccino, definitely not low carb or keto by no means, but it was enjoyed, and I only drank like a quarter of it so far. And I'm home, and I'm just gonna kind of take I have some cookies to bake. I'm not sure how many, I have 3 batches to do. I'm not sure if I'm feeling like doing all 3 and getting them done and over with, or doing 1 and just getting that order out. I have a business, so I don't have a lot of business, so it's just once in a while I have orders of cookies to get out. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that yet, but I know a friend of mine, I watch her son in the morning and after school, Monday through Friday, just for extra income, and he's amazing little boy. They adopted him not too long ago, but he was sick yesterday, and her and her husband, they didn't want to miss work, so they asked if he could be here. So he was here with my husband while I was out with Carol and everything. But last night he spiked a humongous fever, and he was also picked up from school by me on Friday, had the weekend at home resting, came here yesterday and rested. Last night he spiked a fever of 104 point something, and they rushed him to the emergency room, and he was tested positive for flu, and it was a strain of the flu that I guess is not covered in this vaccine. So if you guys can pray for my family. It is tough having one child sick, but if I had all 5 of my children, or me or my husband, sick from the flu, that would be detrimental. That would be not good at all. Especially my husband. He was actually cuddling with this little boy yesterday while they were watching movies during the day to help him to relax. And so I'm just so nervous that he's going to get sick. And with his job and everything, he just can't be out of work. So if you guys could pray for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's important. Any other weekly update? Yeah, no, I think that's really it. I'm just still meal prepping, still, you know, weighing and measuring everything, still putting into my MyFitnessPal. I think I'm up to almost 1,300 days in a row. Yeah, that's about it for me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.